Triv! I'm glad you came in because I was going to walk straight into that board.
Yeah, don't do that.
All
But
right.
worse. We've been given a challenge.
I'm sure that's better.
Oh, but it's a horrible little challenge.
Oh,
What we've
no.
been given is this, right? This tiny little thing. And you see the liquid in it?
I do.
What we've been asked to do as our challenge is to find out what that is. We're running some tests on it, some chemical analysis.
Right.
And we've got to determine what that is. The only clue we've been given is that it's an organic compound, which is a huge field of what it could be.
It is quite big. I prefer organic to battery farming.
Yeah.
So what can we do? What can we do? So
Well, if you have a really good taste, you could lick it and know what it tastes like, and then you know what it is. But I don't think you've tasted every organic compound. So that's
also,
what
it's a really terrible idea.
it is.
So let's not do that. Got another idea, Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
So, I invented this thing the other day and it turned out someone had already done that. It was called Brady, and they made a reagent. I was going to call it Triv's reagent, it'd be amazing, but I thought of it.
Right, so that's when you distinguish if it's a carbonyl group or not, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what you use it for.
So what this is going to do is it's going to narrow it down hugely if it's a carbonyl group, so that could either be a ketone or an aldehyde, because it doesn't detect carboxylic acid or some of the esters.
So, we have, it's a mixture
It is.
of 2,4-DNP, which is dinitrophenol
Hydrazine.
hydrazine, that one.
So this is Brady's reagent.
A mixture of that, sulfuric acid and methanol.
Is that plus sulfuric acid and methanol here?
And this will tell us if it's a ketone or aldehyde. And you'll be able to tell because it will go bright orange. Like really icky orange, it looks horrible.
So if we do this, if we add, we'll call it Triv's reagent, to this, whatever it is, and if it goes bright orange precipitate, then it is an aldehyde or a ketone. And then, better, I made this thing the other day. Turns out someone had already done it.
Alright.
I made this thing that would distinguish between the ketone and the aldehyde if we know it's one of them.
Oh, that's snazzy.
I called it Wayne's reagent, but
Nice ring to it, no?
someone else called Tolland did it already.
Oh, actually, I have heard of that one.
Yeah.
So I think I know how he formed it though. He had sodium hydroxide, didn't he? And he kept mixing it with silver nitrate, aqueous, until it went like brown.
Yep. So sodium hydroxide plus silver nitrate.
And when he does brown precipitate, he then dissolved it with ammonia.
Yeah. So what it'd have formed at this point is some sort of oxide of silver oxide.
Yeah.
So then adding ammonia takes you back to that. So that equals that, and then that.
Yeah. So what does it do then?
Well, because it distinguishes between the aldehyde and stuff, what it does is it oxidizes an aldehyde into a carboxylic acid.
Okay.
So what will happen then is the silver in this will form an actual silver around the edge of the test tube. So if we put this in a test tube, add Tolland's reagent. If it's an aldehyde, what's in it gets oxidised and the outside will become a silver mirror.
Wow.
If it's a ketone, it doesn't do anything.
That's a shame.
But it's a distinguish, isn't it? So
It's
if
really
you do this
helpful.
first and then this, we'll know it's a ketone if it doesn't do anything.
I've got another really good method, Wayne. Really
Right.
good. It is really good. You ready?
Yep.
It says it's paper glue.
Paper glue dries clear, excellent for use all around the house.
But it does say adult supervision is recommended, so...
We're 18 then.
Oh. Well, there you are.
So now you know. So Brady's reagent, 2,4-DNP, sulfuric acid, methanol, that's how you make it. 2,4-dinitrophenol hydrazine.
And this will tell you if it's a carbonyl group because it will go bright orange.
It doesn't tell you if it's a carboxylic acid, so it will have no reaction for that. So it's not quite the C double bonded to O that it's detecting, because carboxylic acids have that, but it will not do it for that. So it's only aldehydes and ketones, so it really narrows it down.
Yeah. And Tolland's reagent will convert an aldehyde into, or oxidise it to carboxylic acid.
And you'll get a silver mirror around the outside of the test tube.
Very nice. You may have done that. You should have done that experiment.
If you haven't, it's lovely. It's a nice little silver thing.
Yeah.
Pictures are in the book. If it's a ketone, nothing happens, so there won't be any silver, it'll just be a thing. And to make that, you do sodium hydroxide plus silver nitrate until you form a brown precipitate of silver oxide.
Which you then dissolve with ammonia.
Done. There is another method if you don't have any Tollens lying around. I don't have much silver nitrate in my boot of my car.
No, I haven't got any because I haven't got a car.
Oh yeah. So another method would be, after doing Brady's reagent and determining it is one of those things.
Then find its melting point.
Yeah, so you just get, at first it's impure, so you purify it, you filter, you do the filtration things. You get a precipitate and find its melting point, and then compare it to book values. But this is so much more fun because you can make Christmas baubles.
I love Christmas baubles. I miss Christmas, Wayne.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna take that back because I traded this for magic beans, and hopefully we'll have a beanstalk for Christmas.
I love beanstalks.